You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, wow. I cannot believe how quiet that crowd was for the entire game, except for maybe the last half of the fourth quarter. Angel Reese and the Atlanta Dream come into Indianapolis, defeat Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Stephanie White does not challenge a foul again for Caitlin Clark at all. I got to tell you, again, inside the chat tonight, Stephanie White got crushed. Absolutely crushed. And Stephanie White, the defensive guru, allowed Angel Reese to come into this house and actually put up a hell of a game. I can't believe I just said that out loud. 21 points, 8 of 14 shooting, 11 rebounds. She got in foul trouble. They couldn't get her out of the game. She came out for a little while and came back in, never left. Never left. Ryan Howard, 6 of 12, 16 points. Jordan Canada, 5 of 10, 18. Alyssa Gray, 17 points, 6 of 11. Wow. I mean, the Fever lost by 7 here, guys. So, Caitlin Clark, 26 points, 8 of 17, 2 of 5 from 3, 8 of 12 from the free throw line, 7 assists. Now, I'm not sure exactly how many assists she had going in the half. I thought it was like 5 or 6. In the second half, no. And she got in foul trouble. And she came out in the fourth. When she finally came back in, I don't think she took a shot. I might be going crazy. I do not think Caitlin Clark took a shot after she came back in. It's wild. Sophie Cunningham started out strong. She had 10 points in the first half, finished with 12. 4 of 5, 2 of 3 from three-point range. Kelsey Mitchell got hot for a little while, 26 points, 10 of 15. But it was an ugly game. You see this right here, 34-20 in the second quarter. Second and third quarters continue to be the Achilles heel of this team. I want you to think about this. Yeah, the Fever came back, but from the second quarter through the end of the game, the majority of three quarters, the Fever were losing this game. And we've seen this a lot lately, and Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark has been bailing out this coach. Understand that. The crowd was so quiet. This offense is so sluggish that I said a basketball game broke out in a funeral home. It is what it is. So Caitlin Clark right here, this was her wearing her signature shoe. Nasty work for the Fever to allow the Dream to come into their house and defeat them on the unveiling of Caitlin Clark's signature shoe. Right here, Caitlin Sophie literally saved this squad for 2 weeks. They couldn't do it tonight. It's just too much. Somebody in the chat just said ABS. Anybody but Stephanie. Unbelievable. Let's go. People are going to be talking about this one. This was Angel Reese. She was called for a foul on Caitlin Clark, and she mocked Caitlin Clark after the foul. Right here, she was called for the foul. She didn't like it. She threw up her hands, and watch her mock, right? Here. There we go. Right there. Right there. We're going to be talking about that. Nasty work. I mean, diabolical. Mocking Caitlin Clark. Unbelievable. Yeah. Stay classy. That's fantastic. Fantastic. This is embarrassing, the amount of standing around on offense when Clark has the ball as if she's calling for an ISO. I don't know what the fuck this team is doing in practice. I get it. It's worth asking a lot of questions. What is going on? Sophie Cunningham picking up where she left off right here. Coming down the court, the pass over to Sophie, and the lay-in. I got to tell you, there wasn't a ton of things to be happy about in this game. At all. At all. I mean, to allow this to happen against the Dream is diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. And guys, I got to tell you, I mean, they ended up selling out the game, 17,274 at Gamebridge, and they went home disappointed. And to be quite honest with you, for most of the night, they sounded disappointed too. See, here's the thing. This team, because of some insane work that Caitlin Clark has done, and then 2 consecutive games, Sophie Cunningham going bananas, this team in the last 5 games have won several games they had no business winning. I mean, outside of 2 players going bananas, they would have lost those games. Right? And Stephanie White, I mean, if Caitlin Clark, she drew a foul on an up and down tonight that I even saw Robin Lundberg call out Stephanie White for not challenging. In fact, I don't know. I don't think I still have that up. I did. But to his credit, and he's been as critical as anybody about, well, everybody that isn't sniffing Stephanie White's ass. But he come out and said it during the game, and I'll just check. Let's see, where is this ad? Right here. Here we go. He said this during the game. Stephanie White has to use one of her challenges on these straight up and down plays where Caitlin Clark is being called for a foul. The first comment, don't hold your breath, Robin. Yeah, but here's the thing. And I'll credit my boy Ben Daniel for bringing this up during the chat. It's up to you guys, the media, to ask Stephanie White while she's not challenging these foul calls. Indiana Fever Media, and I don't know if he's at these games or not, probably not, but there's plenty of Fever Media there. You've got to ask Stephanie White, why aren't you challenging any of these fouls? Inquiring minds want to know, question mark. But she challenged a different one. I think it might have been the Sophie call or something. And I was like, why are you challenging this one? Of all the fouls that you're choosing to challenge, this was not the one. Again, nonsensical. I'm going to be real. I want to see what Austin Kelly can do with this team. There, I said it out loud. Tell me what you think. Make sure you hit subscribe. Wow. Got another game Saturday at 1 p.m., I believe. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.